Hi there. So this is for all of our Homes by Abby volunteers who are going to be here throughout the 10 days of Stampede, giving your time and energy, taking up a host seat here in the home. So a few things just important as you kind of start your shift. We have conveniently put on the back of every chair, there is a QR code which you can scan with your phone to check in for your shift. So there's no sign up or anything like that with a pen or anything. You can just take out your phone, scan the chair on the seat that you will be replacing. Also attached to every chair, there's going to be a coil ring here, and it's just going to be attached to the bottom. And when you need to reference anything in the home, this is kind of your how-to guide. So if you forget any stats, if someone asks you what the paint color is, to who provided the appliances, to the ceiling height, any detail that you need to know is in this guide here for you. In addition, so depending on your seat host, so we're at host spot number 1 right here, you can actually see these are my kind of key responsibilities here that are highlighted, and that continues on with whatever seat you are in the home. The last kind of thing that's really important here is occasionally we'll have kind of some contact or some security information in case you actually do need to reach out to someone in case of an emergency. So we've provided you with Stampede Security non-emergency line and also the Stampede emergency line. So those are 2 phone numbers for you to call. There's also the Rotary Club of Calgary at Stampede Park. They have a main office on site here. They're really great for anything like if the garbage is full out front and it needs to be emptied, you can maybe shoot them a quick call or text, and they can kind of grab that. And I think those are just the most important things that you need to know if you are a Homes by Abby in person. The last thing here that I'll say is, Annette is our volunteer coordinator who's got everybody's contact information for all the shifts during Stampede. She is your primary contact. So if for some reason somebody is late arriving to their shift or they have not shown up, you want to call them. So if I've been sitting here for my 3 hours and no one has come to replace me, you want to give our volunteer coordinator that a call, and she's your first point of contact. So give her a call on that number. Okay, hi Rotarians, thank you again for all of your hard work and dedication that you're putting through for the Rotary Dream Home. We love all of your dedication and support. Just wanted to highlight a few things as you start your shift here, just kind of behind the scenes. So again, if you're in host spot number 1 and you've noticed the garbage cans are kind of filling up, you want to be able to call that Rotary main office number, which is located here on the back of your pamphlet, which is attached to the chair. In every seat location, that number is accessible for you. Another reminder is people come in the home here that we want to discourage people bringing in food or drink. You can kindly ask them. If someone kind of makes a big deal about it, again, you've said your piece, and we just want to kind of make sure people have a pleasant experience going through the home. Secondly, wanted to kind of note that the stanchions are placed in specific places. So this one needs to be completely over to block. We want to make sure that people know exactly where they're going. We don't want you moving them. You might think that you're doing a great service of moving them because it makes more sense. But we've placed them in those specific places for a reason, and kindly ask that you kind of leave them there for your shift. So as people are going through the home, one thing that has kind of been an unfortunate circumstance is people tend to steal. For example, this honey seems like a great thing to steal because it's honey and it tastes good. So we want to actually do our job as hosts and just encourage people, again, to not touch the things that are in place on the home. And also, if you do happen to see someone grab something like this going through and you're at the far seat here in host 2, you can just kindly ask people to say like, hey, I noticed you took that. Can you please replace that? Thank you so much. If it does escalate, you're gonna wanna call in at, again, if you're Homes by Abby staff, and again, if you're a Rotary volunteer, you're calling the Rotary office, main office number. That's also on that handout that we were showing you before. So again, Rotarians, I'm at host spot number 2. This is Marnie. So Marnie's got great sight lines now coming down the hallway through the pantry all the way to the back garage. She's also got great sight lines kind of going through and as people are going up the stairs. So again, big smiles. I know people will be tempted to kind of open fridges and kind of keep things drawers and all that kind of stuff, but you want to keep encouraging people to kind of keep moving and kind of enjoy themselves again. So the chair is specifically positioned in this spot. You might again think, hey, I'm gonna move it and go behind the stanchions and kind of back away. But this is here for a reason. Again, we've marked the best sight lines so that gives you an opportunity to see what's going on and to encourage kind of patrons going through the home as they kind of view the home all together. Okay, hi, I'm just gonna give a couple things for, as we have persons with accessibility, i.e. wheelchairs, that are gonna be touring the home. Unfortunately, they cannot view the second floor, but they can, by all means, they can scan and use one of the handouts here to tour the home virtually of the second floor, so you can give them one of these. The second thing is I will show you the pathway. I'll just walk you the pathway for accessibility. So you can come this way. You may have to slightly move your chair to accommodate that. They are going to move this way through the home, directly past down the hallway. It is wide enough for them to still fit through down here and through the pantry. It'll be host number 2 seat to help kind of maneuver the far stanchion. So Marnie will kind of demonstrate that. She will move that stanchion back, and then I will kind of show you here and out the side door towards the ramp. So we will just exit this way as well. Okay, so in addition to your host shift instructions, which are attached to the chair, generally we'll have, these are come in a bundle of 50. These are basically a handbill flyer that's quick. It can easily tuck in a back pocket. It's pretty narrow. It has all of your highlights that you need to kind of feature as a reference, and you can pass these out to patrons as they come in. If you are low on these items, they are actually located below the stairs, which are just around the corner here. And in here, in this door, and there's boxes that are already pre-opened and have the stacks just in the bottom here. So if we're out, that's where they can be found. But at the beginning of every shift, the Rotarian Sales Matter shift lead will come in and make sure that they are well stocked and on each chair. So that shouldn't be a problem, but again, if it is, you have the solution. Hey everyone, we have 4 TVs playing throughout the home. It is on approximately a 15-minute loop, and you will hear that loop every 15 minutes. The volume is preset, and the TVs are also not to be touched and or turned off ever. So all the lights in the home, all the sound is controlled by a master switch. You do not have access to that. We cannot turn it down. It is not your job to do that either. So this is for the enjoyment. It's a little bit more informative as people go through the home. That's one of the TVs. It's on a loop. It's not playing right now, but it will be throughout your shift. There's actually 2 TVs that come with the home. The one is located in the loft, which is this one here. And the other home that comes, the other TV that comes with the home is in the primary bedroom, which is just down the hall here. Your Homes by Abby staff member and or family member that's come to volunteer, and again, just to come behind your chair as you start your shift, and there's a QR code. You're just gonna scan it and you're gonna enter and just sign in and check in for your shift. Okay, so I have now completed my 3 hours as a Homes by Abby volunteer for my shift. Annette has prepared the volunteer kits. We're in that drawstring backpack. which had your ticket. It also had your Homes by Abby pin, which looks like I'm wearing mine, but I will just grab another one. We want to make sure that we wear those and put those on. At the end of the shift, there's also a plastic bag with some gloves. So if you see any garbage or any people disposing some of that stuff, if you can kind of just have a quick scan of your space and kind of walk through of the space before you leave and kind of pick up those items, that would be much appreciated. There's garbages obviously inside the tent upon exit. That's those as well. And there's water and granola bar, again, to keep you fed and hydrated if you need a snack. Another thing that sometimes gets asked to, or people feel like they can turn on taps, we're obviously not hooked up to water here, and that means also all the toilets on inside the house are not for access. They're actually bolted down. You can't use them. So if you see someone trying to do that, maybe discourage them, because it's not going to be a positive outcome for them at all. The Dream Home package, that's actually a very common question. Again, this handout here has everything you need to do. In fact, I'm going to read it for you. So it's a 1.38 million Dream Home package, okay? And it's going to include $50,000 cash, house and land, furniture, the hot tub, which is located outside, the greenhouse, which is located outside, 2 TVs, and that is all included in the Dream Home. I'm just going to give you an example of kind of tone of voice of what to say and how to say if you see someone stealing, aka taking something from the home that they shouldn't. So Marnie's going to demonstrate here. I'm kind of looking, and then I kind of noticed, and I'm like, oh, hi, sorry, miss, excuse me. That actually belongs in the home. Could you please put that back?
Oh, I thought it was for okay.
Yeah, I know it seems funny and we kind of want to steal things, but yeah, we gotta keep things in the home. Thank you for cooperating. We super appreciate that. That's it. That's tone of voice. One awesome question that we get every year is, how do we move the house? How do we kind of move it from A to B? Because its home is in Rangeview by Genstar, which is just east of the South Health campus. And so this house comes apart in 9 pieces. It'll come apart in 9 pieces after the 10 days, and it'll get moved onto site when the land is ready for it to be completely on its footings over there. Another fun fact here with our partnership with Rotary and Stampede Lotteries is kind of the process of how we kind of build the home. So our design team actually starts working on that as early as actually summer. It goes through an approval process in the fall. And then we actually start construction as early as February down here on Stampede Park. And then we can kind of continue up to completion kind of mid-June, and then the home is complete. So just wanted to say thank you again for all of your time and dedication here. We also just want to give a big shout out to all of our trade partners and suppliers who have contributed major work to make this Dream Home a huge success. If people are asking who kind of did what framing to any installation to roofing, kind of the ins and outs that kind of you don't really see, everybody is listed by kind of interior, exterior finishing and work on the trade partner sign, which is located just upon your exit here at the bottom of the stairs.